Have you ever pulled into like a Walmart parking lot or a rest stop or a truck stop? I wanted to get a side view camera installed so I could use it more as a surveillance camera with a night vision mode, so that I could, from the inside of the RV, be able to kind of monitor and see what's going on outside when we're parked in these places. Because when you're in these places, you never know who's lurking around outside. Now I was ultimately able to find this one here. I was poking around online, and actually it's on the Jensen website, and it was on clearance. Now it's not the latest high quality model, but it had what I needed, and it was on clearance for under $50. So I picked it up, and I'm going to show you how I have it set up for dual use as a driving side camera as well as a surveillance monitor. So I'm going to walk you through it coming right up. Now, in order to install this camera when I got it, I obviously had to drill a hole into the side of the RV, so I was really careful to make sure I knew exactly where I wanted it before I drilled the hole. And it comes with a nice weatherproof kind of seal, and I didn't have to do any extra caulking or sealing or anything like that, because the little gasket that it comes with works really good once it's all sealed up and mounted properly. So right next to the window here is where the camera is mounted on the outside of the RV, and there's a small hole that goes through where the cable runs through, and it goes into this conduit which runs down below the couch. And I mentioned that I want to be able to run this camera when I'm not running the engine, or when I'm when we're not driving. So I ended up wiring the power directly to 12-volt power source that's connected to my house battery, so I can turn this on or off anytime and leave it on when I'm not driving, because I want to be able to use it for surveillance. So essentially my plan was to be able to take the video output from the camera and send one video input to the dashboard cam, and I also wanted to be able to send a second video feed to a secondary monitor that I would use primarily for surveillance. Now, in order to get the signal, the video signal from this camera to the secondary surveillance monitor, I needed to either run a video cable all the way to the location where I was going to mount the secondary monitor, or I could use what I ultimately ended up doing, which was getting this wireless video transmitter receiver deal from Amazon. Now, if we take a quick look at the receiver here, you can see that it has a positive and negative wire, and that's what we're going to use to give it power. And the receiver unit, you can see it's got a little antenna on it, and that's going to receive the signal from the transmitter, and when it's on, the little light's going to come on. And all I really have to do is plug the RCA jack into the monitor, and we're all set. So pretty cool. Once on, it receives the signal, and so I could place that monitor anywhere in the RV without having to run super long cable or anything like that. Instead of plugging this into AC power, I'm going to plug this directly into a DC power source, so I don't need this part. So let's just cut that right about here. Alright, so I've removed this power adapter here, and I just hook up the positive and negative of this connector to the monitor and to a power source. I just want to make sure it works before I hook it into the light. It looks like everything's going to be okay. Turn this on, should power up. Yep. VGA, HDMI. Okay. Looks like everything's working. Should be able to hook it up in the RV. Now I plan to mount the the monitor itself right up in here. So for the most part, we'll keep this closed until we actually want to use it. And then to power it, I'm going to run this cable down through here and then tie into the 12-volt power from here. That's the plan. Now, buried underneath my couch here is actually where the video transmitter is located. Now it's connected to the output of the camera, and you can see it with the little blue light on it. And it needs 12-volt DC power, so I was able to grab that power from my external stereo that's located behind that black box there. And I simply tapped into that power and used that to power the transmitter there, and it's actually wired into the switch on the wall just by the couch. So what do you guys think? Was this a pretty cool project? You know, it's really given us a lot of peace of mind being able to sit inside and being able to see what's going on outside. Try to keep an eye out when you pull into these places late at night. You just never know who's out there.
Brian? Melissa?
Looks like somebody's home. I think there's somebody in there.
See anyone?
What? Oh my god. No, Melissa, come here.
What?
Come here.
What are you looking at?
Shh. Those RV geeks, they're back.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Back again.
You think you can tell we're in here?
They might. I don't know.
Drop the lights.
Kill the light, kill the light. Three, two, one. Get like all serious and then like.
I was like.
Yeah.